Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Shaniqua Dupree and this is where I help you to navigate life both in and out of the Navy. Now before we get started, I do want to invite you to be a part of the family. If you would please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and if you like this video, make sure you hit it at any point in time throughout the video. Now I wanted to make sure that I came to you guys with a video that kind of gives you, like, if I were in your shoes and I had to start over, what exactly would I do different. Now I do want to just say that I am super grateful for everything that the Navy has allowed me to accomplish and things like that, but there's definitely some things that if I would have known better, I would have done different. And so the first thing is I would have joined the military doing a different rate. Now I still would have joined the Navy, but I definitely would have done a different job. The reason I say that is because when I first was talking to the recruiter, I was like, I want to do something with my hands. I really don't want to sit in the office. What do you have? And so of course they said, well, we have some engineering jobs. So I became an engineer. But knowing exactly what I would have been doing, yeah, I definitely would have chose something different. Now I do want to also say, and I think this is very important, at that time when I joined the military, which was years and years ago, okay, I didn't really know what I wanted to do in life. I knew things that I liked to do, but I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do. So there was no real thing that I wanted to accomplish. So I was like, well, I mean, I couldn't be like, oh, well, I really want to be a lawyer, or I want to work in the legal space, so let me go for legal men. Like, that wasn't a thing because I didn't have any career interest, which is, I think if you join the military and you want to make a career out of it, or you see yourself doing this for a long time, definitely think of some career options, like for the long term, because you're not always going to be able to change your job in the military. So think about that if you are trying to join. There's a saying, choose your rate, choose your fate. The next thing I would have done different is focused on using my benefits while I could. So there's some benefits like using transition or tuition assistance, but the one that I would have definitely used was real estate. So I would have used my VA loan, home loan guarantee, to purchase real estate at every single location as possible. Now when you first start out, you might not have enough money, but I would. That was actually told to me when I first joined. They were like, you need to make sure you get real estate at every single duty location. And I wish I would have just done that a lot sooner. I would have been a lot farther with my real estate journey, but I think I'm doing okay right now. I bought a house when I was active duty. I sold that house, and now I'm getting back into real estate all over again. So, but on the more so focused on the investor side, not just home ownership, but the point in buying real estate at every single location is, let's say I'm in Atlanta, right? I'm stationed here. If I buy a house here and I get stationed somewhere else, I can rent the house out that I have here in Atlanta and purchase another home over in Florida, right? And then the same thing could happen to the house in Florida. I rent that house out and buy the house in Virginia. And then same thing happens in Virginia, rent that house out, and then I go to California or something like that. So you just keep doing it over and over and over again. And so that builds up your income, right? So you're not just depending on the Navy, but you have other income flowing in on a monthly basis. And it also helps you when you want to get deeper into real estate investing. So let's say you want to purchase a home, but you don't want to use the VA home loan guarantee, right? You want to go traditional, or you want to do FHA or whatever. They'll look at your income. They'll look at the property, the assets that you actually have, the equity in the homes, and it'll be easier for you to get a loan to get more property. I hope that makes sense. Now this next thing is pretty simple, but I would have gotten my associate's degree while I was on active duty. Like, just finish the associate's degree. All this stuff that I'm telling you guys, majority of it, I was told at some point, but I never really stuck to it. So yeah, I hope you guys hear me and stick to it. Don't be like I was. But I would have gotten my associate's degree. One, because most of the time your associate's degree is your general credits, right? I recently found out that you can literally take the credits from a degree you already have and apply it to a degree that you want to get. So when you see people that is like, they have 3 master's degrees, 8 bachelor's degrees, it's because they took the credits that they already had from a previous degree and they applied it to the next degree. I hope that makes sense. So yeah, maybe you knew that, but I didn't know that. So my point here is I would have gotten an associate's degree. Just go ahead and get it. Now this next one is really, really important for your career, okay? I would have became expert at something in my career. Anything. I don't care if it's clean. I'm the best table cleaner you'll ever meet in your whole entire life. I would have focused on something that will not only enhance my career, but enhance the things that other people are doing. So let's say my department, I'm working as an engineer, or my work center, we're all working on this particular equipment. I would have found something that's a part of that equipment and became absolutely expert. Like the only person in the whole ship that knows exactly why that equipment is doing what it does is me. I would have looked at the instructions to tell me the details, ins and outs of that one particular equipment. That way you are seen as valuable to your work center, while you're also preparing yourself to do other things. So I always tell you guys, prepare yourself to leave at any point in time, but you don't want to be like, I was about to say a very Navy term that's kind of inappropriate, turd bag, but not the word turd, if you know what I'm saying. Essentially people who just are lazy, or they don't pay attention to their career. They just essentially getting a paycheck without really doing any real work. So if you want to be seen as valuable, you want to get good evaluations, find something to be expert at. I did get a certification in potable water. What do you call it? It's like potable water desalination system. Okay. That's essentially how we take the ocean water and turn it into drinkable potable water. So I did go get certifications for that, but again, I wasn't really focused on this. This is what I should have done if I knew better. Okay, so this one's pretty important too. I would have gone to medical as much as possible and made sure that whatever I went to medical for was in my my medical records. Honey, I don't care if my left tooth hurt. It would have been in my medical record. Why? Because it's helping you for your disability for when you leave active duty. It'll just be so much easier if you keep a record, like you make sure that everything, like I don't care what it is, they might get tired of you. So what? Go see medical, because it's really going to affect you at the long, like 4 years later when you're ready to leave active duty. Yeah, I listen to what I say. Get that medical taken care of. This next one, I kind of alluded to it already, but it is to have a real doable plan, like actionable things I know I can accomplish. I don't want to give myself anything super big or super huge, but that's definitely something I would have done different, is join the military with a plan. I know I want to buy a house. I know I want to have a car. I want it paid off. I know I want to have $20,000 saved up in my account. I know I want to do other things. Like whatever it is that you have control over, do it. That's what I definitely should have done. The last thing that I would have done is save and invest. Save and invest. Invest in the TSP and invest in stocks. Those are the two things that I would have invested in. And definitely saving. I think that was one of the biggest things that a lot of us don't really pay attention to. Like, we have this money coming in consistently every single month. There's never a month that you will not get paid. Take at least $50 a month for 4 years. That is, I don't know how much it is, but just knowing that it's there when you need it. I mean, it's save your money, find something. I don't care if it's $2.25. Get a consistent savings routine. That way you know that you're not gonna touch it, and you're always gonna have some money for when you actually need it. So there are times, when something in your family might come up and you might have to fly home. That happens a lot more often than you think. And then you need money to fly from Japan over to Georgia, right? So I definitely take care of that. Save your money. Okay, so that's all I have for this video. Please, again, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. If you know anyone who is on active duty and they need some assistance, okay, they need some information about the reserves, they want to know what life is like after active duty, what life is like in the reserves, whatever, even people that you think are may be interested in joining the Navy, definitely make sure you share this video as well as this channel with them. And so with that being said, I am so thankful that you watched this video all the way to the end, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, y'all.